Hi Marge, I thought I'd give you a recap to show you what's happened in my vegetable garden since I last did the update. So it is the 11th of May 2017 and this is my update from the 5th of April. So what you're looking at is my mini cucumber plant which I've got growing inside. Because of the weather conditions in this country, they recommend that you grow these in a greenhouse. But I'm going to try and grow it vertically, and then at some point I'm hoping to put it out when the weather gets a bit warmer. So these are my tomatoes and peppers and courgettes actually that are in my dining room / greenhouse waiting to go outside. I'm in the process of hardening them off now, which means I put them outside for a couple of hours a day to get used to the conditions, and hopefully by this time next week they'll all be outside in their permanent positions. So let's take a walk. These are courgettes. All of the ones with the lids on them are courgettes because they are going outside, but I want them to grow vertically, so I'm training them upwards by putting them in a bottle. Okay, so let's take a walk outside. So what you can see is my leeks still growing nicely. They're not due to go into the beds yet until they get to the size of a pencil. I don't know if you can see them, but they're not quite at the right width yet. I think one of them is, that one, and there might be a couple of others, but most of them are still quite thin. They look more like spring onions at this stage. My poor ginger still hasn't come up yet. The weather, I guess, is still not warm enough for it. That's Coco. And this is my comfrey patch. I sowed the seeds 2 weeks ago, I think, and I'm still waiting for them to come up. Some herbs growing here. And these are the other plants that I'm hardening up off. I've got some sunflowers in the bottles and a tray of herbs that I'll be planting out soon. Okay, so update. Look at the size of my cauliflowers. This is a spillover right here. And even my strawberry patch is still coming on, and the borage at the back. But what I'm really happy with is my parsnips are really taking off now in that corner there. I've got some radishes growing next to them. And here, my beetroot's really taking off as well, which is quite nice to see finally. Carrots, not quite, but they are coming up. I can just about see the wisps, but I doubt if you'd be able to see them from this angle. Here I've planted my celery now with some marigolds next to it. That'll help ward off all the bugs from my beetroot and carrots anyway. And my herbs, thyme that is, and my potatoes. This is the one that Ray planted, so it's coming up nicely. Here again, more spillover. So I've got kale and broccoli in here. Not really doing as well as I'd like at this stage, but still coming along. And my little lettuce bed, spillover bed here, which again, the lettuce are just about coming up now. You can see some of them are coming up now quite nicely. My raspberry bushes and blueberry bushes still looking quite fine. And my garlic is still looking pretty good. And this is the other one as well. Looking pretty good. Stop jogging the camera, Coco. And my potatoes. Coco, of course, is jealous and she's trying to get attention. Okay, let's see the rest. So this is where my tomatoes and peppers will live, and the aubergines once I get them out, in this bed and this bed. Some cabbages there. So hopefully I can get them out by this time next week. I'll be able to give you that update. Here I've got some peas growing up a trellis, and they're starting to climb it, which is quite good. It's taken quite a long time to take off, but they seem to be just starting to take off now, which is really nice to see. And at the back I've got my kale and broccoli, which is doing well. I hope you can see that through the wiring there. I have to put the wiring there to stop the birds from attacking it. And the little peppers that you can see just there, little pepper grains, they're actually my turnips that are coming up. But look at this bed here, Marge. My goodness, look at my cauliflowers. Okay, so mistake I made. When I did my garden plan, I planned out so the tallest plants would be at the back and the shortest ones at the front. Unfortunately, when I actually went to planting, I did it back to front. So behind the really tall cauliflowers, I've got Brussels sprouts. Can you see them? Probably not. And also celery. They should have been at the front, not at the back. I'll know not to make this mistake next year, if I can continue planting. This is my other bed of cabbages, red cabbage, and with onions and spinach at the back. That again is just coming up. Just about coming up there. Looking good. Okay. And then this bed over here, I want to show you, look how much my potatoes have taken off. They are so huge now. They've almost reached the top of the cage. So good, so awesome. They're looking really good. I'll need to earth them up and put some more soil in there, I think. But again, the mistake I made is I put lettuces at the back here, and unfortunately the potatoes are so tall that they're shielding the lettuce from light, and they're actually shriveling up, which is a real shame. Again, another lesson learned for next year. I should stick beans in there next year. But here are my beans at the back here. Broad beans and sweet peas at the back, which are coming along. And potatoes here. And I've just planted my sweet corn yesterday, which is really sweet, nice. Hopefully they grow up nicely. Can you see them? I hope so. Nasturtiums with them as well. So hopefully they'll come up. And I'm just in the middle of harvesting some lettuce now. This is cut and come again. So it's getting really thick and bushy. I need to actually cut them out and use in a salad. So I'm doing that tonight to allow the rest of it to start growing up again. So this is my garden update. I planted French climbing beans at the very back there, but because I only planted them yesterday, they look a little bit unhappy. I'm hoping that they'll pick up in the next couple of days. So this is my garden update. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.